Welcome back, folks. Round three. We do have plumage going on, so they are filling the booster. That's a good sign. The big clouds have cleared away. They're all north of us now. Can't really see what's going on way down south, but I don't see any big clouds out there. The sea spray has died off a little bit. It is a little hazy, but not too bad. And I can see stars, which is a good thing. Excuse me, you can kind of see some plumage going on right there around the ridgeline. Well, it was a still night, but the breeze has picked up slightly. So we should be seeing that plume kind of stretch out. Ha! It's raining in town, but it's not out here. Yeah, as of right now, the launch is a go for like 10:04 in about 20 minutes. But who knows? Oh, stage one is full. Stage one is full. Now we start filling stage two. This is the first time tonight that we have got to stage one is full. Ooh. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get the Z50 and the phone kind of matched up because I want to get some pictures of the plumage. There's people sitting down in the car. It was kind of funny. Maybe on the live stream earlier, the Asian lady that came and talked to me, look at that plume stretching out. That is a very good sign. The Asian lady I was talking to earlier, when I finished the live stream and went back down to the truck, she was down there, I guess, essentially waiting. But she wanted to know what my thoughts were on the scrub. Yoo-hoo! You guys might want to come up. It's starting to look pretty cool. So the Asian lady came up and asked me all kinds of questions, and there was another car sitting next to us with a few people, I think 4 people sitting in it. And after a few minutes, they get out of the car. We're all standing outside. They're not really talking to us. They're talking amongst themselves. And I hear them not arguing, but more or less, are we staying? Are we going? What's going to go on? And I told the Asian family, because I asked the other family, where are you from? And they said, they're visiting, but they're staying in like Pismo or Moro or something like that, debating on whether or not they wanted to get back to the hotel. And I said, listen, you've been here. I noticed when they pulled in, you've been here since the rocket was scheduled to go. Don't leave now. So hopefully they don't scrub and this family gets to see this rocket, because it's a completely different experience when you're standing this close and you could see that going on. You could see the purge of stage one being full. Once again, if you're tuning in to round 3 of live streams tonight, thank you. I appreciate it. Hit that like button again. And we're sitting here waiting for booster 1063's 30-second launch. It'll be one of the top 3 boosters in SpaceX's arsenal for launches. I know they got one on the East Coast that's like 34. And then we got 1063 and 1071 that are at 32. So there's almost 100 launches right there between 3 rockets. Years ago, that would have been 100 different boosters had to be built to do what they did with 3. And out here at Vandenberg, we got 9 of these bad boys, and I think we have 2 more that haven't been used yet. Earlier this year, there was an onslaught of deliveries, and we've only had 1, the last launch, 1103, new booster launch from Vandenberg. And the only booster that I 1081 was a East Coast booster. It launched Crew 7 in a crew resupply mission, and then came out here. Well, that plume is done, so that means the second stage is filling. It's probably about halfway by now, and about the next, we got 15 minutes to go, so probably in 5 to 10 minutes we'll see another plume blow off, and that'll mean the second stage is full. A lot of people have left. Some people have come back, or at least new people have showed up. I've seen more cars going out to surf. A whole bunch left earlier, and then some drove back in. I'm gonna feel horrible if they scrub it after I told everybody, come on, look, it's looking cool. But come on, plumage is awesome, because you know something's going on. Depending on where you stand, if you've seen several of my videos, you know there's a spot out there where you could see strong back retract, which is always awesome. You see this figure up on a ridge line that looks like one thing, and then if you look away for a minute and look back, now it's the strong back hanging back at an angle and the rocket standing up all by itself. And under the right wind conditions, you can see plumage going. It's behind the ridge line by a good distance, at least 2 miles. But from where I'm standing when I do my videos, you see it kind of ride along the ridge line. It's kind of cool. But I came out here because when I first came out here, there was still a cloud line on the west end of town, out more toward Floridale, and I wanted to get out of it. So I came out here and there was no clouds, and I've been here ever since. Thank God they don't charge day use fees out here. That would suck. Okay, so I know the live stream is grainy, I'm sorry, but you could see how along the black line it's kind of stretched out white. That's the frost from the first booster filled with the rocket fuel, liquid oxygen, and I forgot what the other fuel is. But that's it, just kind of, you know, frost. The temperature differential between what's in the tank and the ambient air temperature. Which is a good thing. That means it's holding its fuel right now. They're not dumping it, so it's not scrubbed yet. They're still filling the second stage. We're down to 12 minutes, so another 5 or 6 minutes, I think we'll get another purge. I think it's like 5 minutes before, 3 minutes before, a minute and a half, and then maybe the last 30 seconds. I don't remember, even though I've seen 100 of these things already. And it's going to be cool because if we do reach 100 by the end of this year, I can officially say I've seen 200. And I picked up 100 in a year. It's amazing. But that is SpaceX Booster 1063 getting its rocket fuel, its propellant. Oh, and now we have a little bit of a fog or cloud layer moving in again. And the lady's going to be like, oh, is this going to affect it? Every cloud that rolled over, she said, well, is that a problem? Is that a problem? No, not big enough. But we're still holding pressure. I still see the cloud coming off of the rocket. That's a good thing. If we see a big old blow off from the bottom, a big old cloud come from the bottom right along that ridge line, that's a problem. It is kind of getting a little bigger, but I just think it's just the buildup of it. The pad's like down in a little hole. There is a little like retention pond where the deluge system water goes. So there is like a couple little down spots, but it's essentially in a little bowl slash canyon of its own. Now that I think about it, I think Slick 3 is the only one up on a flat plateau. Slick 2, oh no, Slick 8 is, but that one doesn't count. It's too small. Slick 2 kind of is the Firefly Slick. That's kind of down or up on a flat area. But the topography on North Base is somewhat different than the topography on South Base. All right, yeah. The fog, the cloud is building up around the base of the rocket now. 9.5 minutes to go. There's not a lot of wind right now, so that's why it's all building up around the base of the rocket. There's no wind to blow it away. But so far, that's not going to be a problem. I really don't want to mess with it right now. Just leave it pointed right there. I'll zoom out a little bit at 0. And we'll see what happens. And Tyler, this isn't the best viewpoint. If you go up to surf, it's even better. But this is where I could live stream the best. And I was hoping this thing would go off earlier so I could go home and finish doing my recycling, so I could go first thing in the morning and have Starlink by the end of the day. But I'm not pulling an all-nighter tonight. Oh, JC, welcome back for what, number 3 for you and Miss Franco and my dad, of course. And yes, JC, I do think that cloud I saw stretching out during my Artemis live stream, I kind of think that was Artemis. Because the way it just kind of grew, and it wasn't a plane. I know that. Because that whole airspace south of where I was cleared out. Except for Santa Barbara Airport. Everything, well, the little ones, the little airports in Oxnard and stuff. But the major airplanes were all cleared out from there. All right, 7 minutes to go. So within the next minute or two, we should get another purge. And that usually means stage 2 is full. Six minutes to go. Oh. I forgot how many seconds actually 0 is. I think it's like 19 seconds after the minute. But I don't remember. I guess we'll figure it out when there's a big old flash of light, right? Oh, they're still letting cars out to surf. Alright, so we should be getting close to the next purge. If it is still filling. Because that plume's getting a little big, but it's not a blow-off plume. A blow-off plume with this wind like this, it would be a huge white cloud. And I would assume it would engulf pretty much the whole rocket with the wind is still, because it's a slight breeze right now. It's pretty still. At least over here. That's like, from where I'm standing, that's from the gate, it's 4. So we're probably 5 miles away from the rocket as where it stands right now. Yeah, just look up. That was another thing I was telling the lady. She was like, oh, the cloud's going to block it. I was like, it's going in the sky. So once it goes through, these clouds you see in the picture, they're really thin and they're low and they're not very high. It's almost like a fog. But I guess it's the tail end of the front part of this storm. I don't know. All right. 4 minutes. I thought we should have had a purge by now. Nobody on the live stream has said they scrubbed it, so I'm assuming they haven't yet. Three minutes and 30 seconds. There is this little wispy cloud moving over right now, but you can still see most of the stars. Of course, you can't see the stars through the cloud, but it is still clear skies above me. And the cloud will drown out my visibility of it. But honestly, I just wanted to come and get liftoff tonight. Yeah, we're at 3 minutes on my timer, so that means Strongback is retracting. From where we stand here, we're not directly behind it, but we're close enough where we can't really see it. Maybe the next video I will do, the next live stream I will do from the other spot where you can actually see Strongback. It all depends what the weather's like. And honestly, if I end up with Starlink, the next one I'm going to do is from Halama. All right. 2 minutes. I haven't seen the other purge yet. Should be coming up. Yeah, I thought it should have already come up, but wait. Wanted to get lit tonight. No, I want this thing to go off tonight, so I can go home and do my recycling. Yep, see, there we go. There's the purge. There's the purge going on. So second stage is full. I think this is where they do the startup of all the engine, the turbos, get the super chilled whatever going through it. Sorry, it's been a long day. Plus I'm doing this. Had Artemis 50 seconds. And the house I've been working at the last couple days is kind of cool, but signed an NDA, so can't say anything. I love this place. Oh, wait, video. Oh no, why did it do that? Why does it always do this to me? Sorry, folks, now the damn... All right. 20 seconds. All right. Record. All right, folks. Here we are. Vandenberg rocket launches. Waiting for booster 1063's 30-second launch. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Roll the ISO down. Roll the ISO down. Sorry, folks. You got to remember, I got my Z50 going on. Oh, yeah. That's it for the Z50. And now we're down to everybody on the YouTube live stream. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like button if you just watched Booster 1063 with its 30-second launch of its life. That was a cool one. That one was nice and loud tonight. You are welcome, Miss Franco. Main engine cutoff. Stage separation. Second stage ignition. But we lost it behind the clouds. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, lost it behind a cloud. It's over there somewhere. Let's hang out for a second. And we'll look over that way. There's a cloud rolling over, so you can't really... You guys can't see through it. It's all black. So we'll go back down to the pad. And we'll zoom in on the pad a little bit. That is the strong back right there, still standing. That stays up for a little while after the rocket departs. I don't know exactly how long. There was one time I was out here and it was like a half hour after launch, I think. And I started in the parking lot and then it disappeared. I did a video where I hiked down the trail, and by the time I got back to where I could see the pad, it was gone. So, and that walk only takes like 15 minutes. But, well, folks, thanks for hanging out till 10 o'clock. And the third time was a charm for the rocket launch. Yeah, no jellyfish tonight. Maybe next time. And until next time, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Share it to all your friends and family because, you know, come on, if you can't be here, it's kind of cool. It's not the best video, but I'm working on it. It'll get there. And at least you can watch it from pretty damn close. But until next time, don't forget to hit the like button and see ya.